Ladies and gentlemen, diplomatic relations between the Republic of Kazakhstan and the Arab Republic of Egypt were established on the 6th of March 1992. Actually, the Embassy of Kazakhstan in Egypt opened in April 1993, and a striking example of the successful cooperation between the two countries showed a high level of trust between Egypt and Kazakhstan in multilateral agreements and mutual support of candidacies of both countries in the non-permanent members of the UN Security Council. Egypt in the 2016-2017 years and Kazakhstan for 2017-2018 years. Now, particular attention between the two countries takes place in the interaction in the field of cultural heritage in the theme of Sultan Zahir Baybars, who was prominent ruler of Egypt and Syria and who was born in the Kazakh steppe. Restoration of the Mosque of Sultan Baybars in Cairo is currently under reconstruction work in Cairo. It is located in old Cairo, and in order to shed more light on the distinguished relations between Egypt and Kazakhstan, of course marking the celebration of Kazakhstan, we are very much honored to have with us His Excellency Mr. Yalman Zoldasov. He is the Cultural Counselor of the Embassy of Kazakhstan in Cairo. Good day to you, sir.
So good day to you. First of all, I'd like to ask you about the celebration this year. This year, the celebration is interesting. It takes place in both Alexandria and Cairo. So would you tell us more about the celebrations which took place between the 11th and the 14th of this month?
Good day to everybody. Thank you very much for hosting here in this beautiful place, the River Nile, on the River Nile. It's very historic and it's very sensitive for me. It's exciting for me being here. And thank you very much for giving lights on the diplomatic relations between Egypt and Kazakhstan. As you know that since March 2017, since our new ambassador came to Cairo and assumed his duty as the ambassador, we started to activate the cultural relations, because the cultural field is the main stone of our relations. As you told that the Sultan Zahir Baybars is the symbol of the Egyptian-Kazakh relations. So his heritage, his legacy of Baybars is his mosque, which is being restored in Cairo, is the main stone of our relations. It's regard Baybars is Sultan Zahir Baybars, who ruled Egypt. He came to Egypt as a slave, he's a child, and he ascended to the power here and made a lot of things to the Islamic world, Arab world. He saved Egypt from the Tatar-Mongolian hordes and crusaders. He also fought against crusaders and saved the Islamic, not only the Islamic world, but also its heritage, its culture, and its civilization. So he reopened it here in Cairo, the Al-Azhar Mosque. Al-Azhar is the educational center of Sunni Muslims, and he has done a lot of things to the Egypt. He made the Cairo as the capital of the Arab Caliphate. He appointed here the Mustansir Billah, he's Arab Khalif, the Abbasid Khalif. And he made Egypt and Cairo the center of the Islamic and Arab, not only the Islamic world, but also the world, human civilization itself.
Yes.
So we are excited because we tried to scientifically. The first time I'm announcing here the results of we had the DNA tests in some people from Faous. You know that from Zakazikh there is a Faous
really?
called yes. We tested DNA tests, so they are coinciding the people. Their DNA coinciding with the DNAs of the Western Kazakhstan. So it means that the Baybars was from Kazakhstan, from Western Kazakhstan. He lived here, and he has descendants also here, Egyptian descendants here.
That's
So
interesting.
it was it's first time I'm announcing here.
Yes, that's
Yes,
interesting
so
information.
regarding the concerts, we are activating all the fields of not only the arts. We have also literature, and including all these cultural events. We recently translated the most famous work of the Kazakh writer, the favorite Kazakh writer, Ilyas Isenberlin. Is called it's a trilogy. It's a novel, historical novel called Nomads. As you know, that the Kazakh lived till these days as a nomads until the end of the the 20th century. Till the 20th century, they lived nomad lives. So the historical novel called Nomads, we translated it Arabic. It illustrates all the nomad lives, our tradition and our culture. So to the Arabic, and we celebrated this in the Alexandria Biblioteca, Library of Alexandria, and in other places. So we are also the main stone of this
So this
activization.
translation was part of boosting cultural relations between Egypt and Kazakhstan, which actually takes many forms. So you're talking that the cultural relations between Egypt and Kazakhstan are very special, and it is improving and developing in various forms, such as translation in new form
Yes,
of
Yes,
it.
regarding the artistic shows and the concerts, we host Cairo and Alexandria Said Darwish Theater, and Cairo Opera House hosted the best performances of the best stars of our classical music and folklore and vocalists. So the Dr. Ayman Musakhajayeva, who is the heading of the most excellent academy, or now National University of Arts, who's heading. He is now working as director of this. He brought here the classical, the symphonic orchestra of this university. All the young, talented people performed here, and also she brought here the vocalists from this university, and also the solists. So, and also the folk ensembles, and they perform it as you see. It was very exciting. This is one of the sites of the cultural relations, as you told me, boosting of cultural relations between Egypt and Kazakhstan.
Now I understand also that one of the concerts was for a child who's known as the miracle of music in Kazakhstan. So would you tell us more about that, please?
You are referring to the Rahat B. Abdesaghin.
Yes.
He's a child prodigy. He's 10 years old. He started to write, to compose musics and melodies, which musicians and composers across the world can be proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a famous now composer.
Mm-hmm.
He made a lot of records, world records, such as mastering and finishing the master degree and PhD degree in music and arts. So he's now, he's a young man, but his miracle is, we call it Kazakh Mozart. He's still writing. Yes, witnessed it in the Cairo Opera House in Alexandria. All this music is, most of these music is written by Rahat B. Abdesaghin. We are very proud of her. And Dr. Ayman Musakhajayeva is also, she's also the famous, outstanding violin player, violinist. She's a UNESCO Artist for Peace.
Mm-hmm.
She holds the title UNESCO Artist for Peace. And she also got a lot of titles and honors, such as the honor of the medal of the President of Italy and President of France in arts, which regarded the best honors in arts.
Yes. Sir, if we're talking about relations between Egypt and Kazakhstan, bilateral relations, I want you to tell me in general about bilateral relations between Egypt and Kazakhstan, but particularly since you are the cultural counselor of the Embassy of Kazakhstan, perhaps you can shed more light on these distinguished relations which takes various forms. Now you talk to us about translation, about literature, but there are more fields of cooperation in this particular field that are taking place between the two countries. We can talk about music, as we said. We can talk about education and schools, and we can talk about festivals in both countries, exchanging youth between both countries. So perhaps you can shed more light on this.
It's, as I told you, the cultural field is the main stone of the relations between Egypt and Kazakhstan. There are a lot of reasons. There are a lot of reasons for this, because that two people has a common history, common civilization, which is Arab and Islamic civilization. We have a common personality such as Al-Farabi and Sultan Zahir Baybars, who are made a lot of things for this common civilization. So that's why the Egyptian and Kazakh people, they are near, their culture is near. That's why this field is this field of relations are developing faster than rest of the fields. So regarding the as I told you, there is a religious field, as I told you, that the religious field, which also is fastly developing, because that there is a university which is dedicated by the Egyptian people to Kazakh people. University established by the Egyptian people in Almaty, called the Jamia al-Masriya li-Saqafa al-Islamiyya in Almaty. This is Egyptian University for Islamic Studies in Almaty, which is financed entirely by the Minister of Waqfs, Wizara Awqaf, and the academics coming from Azhar University. So that Al-Azhar and the Egyptian plays important role in our religion. Grand Imam, Fadlat Imam Akbar Ahmad Taif will participate in the religious dialogue conferences, especially the Congress of World and Traditional Religions, which take place every 3 years in Astana. As you know, that the Astana is hosting a lot of important events in world politics, such as the interreligious dialogue, interconfessional dialogue, and you know that Astana process of Syrian talk. So this year we are celebrating 20th of anniversary of this our capital. So this concert is also dedicated to this event, 20th anniversary of our Astana city.
Your Excellency, I've noticed that you're wearing the traditional robe and outfit. Now, would you tell us more about your outfit? And does the color have a significance, and would it vary in color and design?
No, color it doesn't matter here. The matter is it's called in Kazakh shapan.
Mm-hmm.
It wears by the people who's in ages above middle and the old people. And Yas doesn't wear this one. So.
Mm-hmm. What about the pattern?
I am 40 and I can wear this.
What about the pattern? Do they all carry the same floral motifs, or they vary?
No, yes, it varies from artists who made this itself, and from the place, the regions of Kazakhstan. It also indicates which region I am from, I am South Kazakhstan.
Sir, what do the students from Kazakhstan study here in Egypt?
We have around 150 students. Almost all of them are studying in Al-Azhar University. As I told you, that Al-Azhar has a strong role in our country, in our religion. So they are studying Al-Azhar. So the moderate Islam is by taught by this Al-Azhar only. So that's why we are sending. And our Grand Imam in Grand Mufti of Kazakhstan also graduated from Al-Azhar University, which we are proud to say.
Hala has mentioned, and you have mentioned, Your Excellency, some of the cultural activities between Egypt and Kazakhstan, but what about the rest of the cultural activities? Like, do we have scholarships sent to Kazakhstan or scholars, Egyptians visiting the country, exchange programs, and also what other type of cooperation is there between the two countries?
As you know that we are activating all these fields, educational, academic fields also on our focus. So the next already receiving students from Egypt to study in Kazakh universities, and we have I can't declare now because I don't have the information. So that we start receiving Egyptian students to our universities, and also exchange of academics, exchange of especially the professors from universities. In this field, Egyptian universities also famous, and they have good ranks in world ranks, and so that's why we are also eager to cooperate in the academic field.
Well, Mr. Yalaman Zoldazov, Cultural Counselor of the Embassy of Kazakhstan in Cairo, thank you very much, sir, for being with us here, and we wish to see more of cultural cooperation between Egypt and Kazakhstan. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we will be going to a quick break, but we'll be back for more on Nile Cruise, so stay with us.